Hi, everybody. I wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about my findings from my final. So I ended up writing about the idea of revivalists, like the revivalism and the Great Awakening. And really, the big takeaway that I found out was that there have been a few great awakenings in our American history. And what I wanted to do is connect those to biblical awakenings and times when people distance themselves from their culture, their idea of God, their idea of self, and this idea of a revival as a reconnection to all of those things with a new perspective. For me, it really ended up being about a matter of status quo and looking at how people who came along and who were revived were people who were looking to change the way that they practice their tradition. So it's almost like an ancient and emerging practice of practice. I thought that was pretty interesting. I also learned that in the time of revivals and the Great Awakening, that's really when we began to colonize using Christianity. Native Americans in the early 1700s, African Americans in the late 1700s. So while those communities, based off of my experience, while those communities have used Christianity as a source of liberation, we have to remember that those communities were colonized. And while the revival, we think about revivalist as a good thing or revivalism as a good thing, we have to remember that those Christian beliefs are imposed upon people as well. So just holding those things in tension is something else I discovered. I also believe that there are opportunities to revive all the time. I talk a little bit in my paper about the emergent church as a potential revivalist opportunity for contemporary Christianity. So those are my big takeaways. I hope you all, if you have a chance to read my paper, I'm not sure why you would, but if you do, those are the big lessons I learned. So thank you very much, Eric, and the class for really interesting conversations, and I look forward to reading up, or I guess listening to your synopsis for your paper as well. Thank you.